In the mid-1990s, boxing had a generational crossroads moment. On one side, Julio César Chávez Sr., El Gran Campeón Mexicano, a living legend, the pride of Mexico, a man whose record of over 90 wins and only one loss was the stuff of national myth. On the other side, Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy, an Olympic gold medalist from East Los Angeles, a Mexican-American rising star with charisma, speed, and youth on his side. For Mexican fans, Chávez wasn't just a champion. He was a symbol of hard work, grit, and the working-class fight against the odds. He fought with relentless pressure, heavy hands, and an iron will. He didn't just win fights. He carried the hopes of a nation every time he stepped into the ring. De la Hoya, meanwhile, was the new kid. Handsome, marketable, bilingual, and already a world champion by the time he was in his early 20s. To the American media, he was the perfect crossover star, but in Mexico, his heritage sparked debate. He spoke Spanish, but it wasn't perfect. He was proud of his Mexican roots, but he'd been born and raised in the United States. To some fans, he was Mexican enough to claim the culture, but not enough to own it. When the fight was announced in 1996, the hype was electric. Chávez was 33 years old, still respected, but showing signs of wear. De la Hoya was 23, fast, explosive, and hungry to take the crown. To many Mexican fans, this wasn't just a fight, it was a test of loyalty. Who do you support? The established hero who had carried your flag for over a decade, or the young American-born fighter with Mexican blood who was looking to dethrone him? On fight night in Las Vegas, the crowd was overwhelmingly pro-Chávez. The chants of "Mexico! Mexico!" echoed through the arena. But from the opening bell, De La Hoya's speed and precision were too much. He was sharp, accurate, and ruthless. In the first round, a clash opened a huge cut over Chávez's eye. Blood poured down the champion's face, impairing his vision. De La Hoya went on the attack, landing crisp combinations. By the fourth round, the referee stopped the fight. Chávez had been dominated. In the immediate aftermath, something shifted. Instead of celebrating the rise of a new Mexican star, many fans turned on De La Hoya. They saw him not as the heir to Chávez's legacy, but as the man who humiliated their hero. And in their eyes, he did it with a kind of cold detachment. Some accused him of lacking respect. Others simply couldn't accept an American-born fighter, no matter his heritage, as the true standard-bearer of Mexican boxing. Chávez himself added to the tension. He claimed the fight was stopped too soon and suggested the cut had been caused by a headbutt, not a clean punch. This fueled the narrative that De La Hoya's win was less about superiority and more about circumstances. And then came the rematch in 1998. De La Hoya won again, more decisively this time. By then, the rivalry had hardened into resentment for many fans in Mexico. To them, De La Hoya wasn't one of us. He was the polished, English-speaking, Hollywood smile golden boy who dethroned their champion and took the spotlight north of the border. Over time, some fans came to respect De La Hoya's accomplishments. But the sting of those Chávez fights lingered for years. They weren't just about boxing. They were about identity, belonging, and what it means to be truly Mexican in the fight game.